Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Sanders going to look to throw. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another game to Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Sanders setting the pass. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Going to make it 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Out is Graham Gano to try to knock this through. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd down throw for Stroud. Well, that hit arrived just in the nick of time. It's enough to break up the catch and bring up third down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and long for him here. Oh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover ends up on the ground. They'll bring up fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. That's taken on the 7. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with Jenkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. It's Sanders out of the pistol. He's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down at the 12. Daniil Hunter. And that is 6 sacks for him this season.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime. To throw now is Sanders. Nnamdi Madubuike. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. To the air, Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. Tacklers with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Let's face it, at this point, with the skid they're on, somebody had to step up and stop the bleeding, and they sure hope that starts the turnaround.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Sanders. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. And that brings up 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air, Sanders. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
He fields this at the 18. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Texans 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
First down now, ball at the 33. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. And they've got some rain to deal with now as well. Second down. Here's Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He's hoping to get it to take down there. So they're left facing third and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
This one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
He fields it cleanly. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Lucky break for him here. Look at this. The rain letting up as they get set to start this series.
65.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Hit.
Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Stop coming from Henry To'o.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Here's Sanders now. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Sanders back to throw. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete. And now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. So they let first down stand since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined. That brings up second and 10. Back to the line they come. Second down. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be Williams' second drop of the game. It brings up third down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go. Strike.
Now Sanders. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Sheldon Rankins. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Fields this one at the 3. Fights his way through a tackle. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Well, left side, caught by Higgins. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards, and that gives the Texans a first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
First and 10 now for Stroud. And he has started out slow, just 4 of 10 passing to begin this game. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Boy, when you're having the type of season he's been having, Brock, football almost looks like it's finding him. That's another INT.
You got a nickname for him then?
What you got?
Magnet? You want to go Magnet?
Love it. Let's go. Here's Judkins on first down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing on second, Sanders. Big catch is made, and he got their feet into. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's a Browns first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Come on. Hey, look at that game.
On first down, here's Sanders. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike. His 8th sack of the season.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. After the sack, could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Judkins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. He took all that talk of waving the white flag on 2nd down. Brock, he pushed that away. He said, get that flag out of here. Nearly got him the first down on that run.
I just love that call, too. I don't think coordinators do that enough. You think you got to throw your way out of it? Run that ball to get back on schedule.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Hitting this throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, bro. It's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Ooh, some contact up front, and which side is this on? This might end up giving them the first. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Out is Graham Gano to try to knock this through. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside at 50 yards. The kick by Gano is good. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jackson.
Give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. To throw now is Sanders. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play, and that's going to be a Browns first down. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 9. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Run from Montgomery to start the half. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that gives Houston the first down.
You see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Motioning the tight end now. On play action, here's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that is a Texans first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
To the air, Stroud. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And a good pick up here, managed about 9 on that second down completion.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now trying to run for it with Montgomery. This one stopped. Great gains about 6 yards. And that gives the Texans a first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust.
Yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ball is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
They send him left out of the slot. Montgomery will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Running back motions right. 2nd down throw for Stroud. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty. They still need 4. 3rd down now after the penalty. Throwing is Stroud. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well, this defensive battle just continues, Brock. They have set the tempo, been the dominant factions in this game, and that's only growing with every incompletion.
Kate, the results have been the same, but these are a couple different game plans, right? By these 2 different defenses, but both of them smothering and suffocating.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. They able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. 1918.
Sanders takes the handoff, now to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. And goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Sanders setting the pass. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play, and they get the first down too.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Sheldon Rankins. With a 2 for him in this game, that doubles his season total.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. To the air, Sanders. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative Guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go now. Jack, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sanders back to throw. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is fourth down.
Great, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Browns are lining up to punt. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Here we go.
They bring Higgins in motion left. Here's Stroud. And he put everything he's got behind it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Into the hands of Schultz. And good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards, make this third and short.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I think both sides feeling the sting of that one. That offensive player is going to feel that one, not just in the moment, but tomorrow. But the defense, they feel a little worse, too, after that play, giving up a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Stroud setting up 1st and 10. And he's only missed once on this series. 4 or 5 throwing the ball. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. All right, we're back, Brock, and it is 2nd down as we kick off our final quarter. Looking to throw, Stroud. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston.
David Montgomery. Touchdown, Houston.
So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Fairbairn connects on that extra point. They jump ahead by 4.
Round 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Okay.
Now Sanders. And there's Derek Stingley Jr. with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Stroud from the pistol. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. That's Mason Graham. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On second down, Marks. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Third down, Brock knew that pressure was coming. And sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. It's Judkins on the counter. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front seven, Kate. They fought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9.
Come on.
Here's Sanders now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's third down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. He's got it. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's a give to Montgomery to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud now. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Creed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that gives Houston the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a handoff to Marks. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver in motion, going left. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. This is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A clutch moment for a massive play. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
19, Charger, 19.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw now is Sanders. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. A little screen pass for Judkins. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
He was defended.
You could just kind of feel this whole stadium, Kate, about to come unglued one way or another. Some in just glee and happiness, some in rage. That's how close this game has been. One big pass at this point can really decide it at the end.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down.
Come on. Hey.
Desperation time here. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it in the harm's way. The pick is dropped. So they're going to see 2nd down. Well, at this point, Brock, the surprise isn't that he nearly threw another interception, right? It's that these guys actually let him off the hook defensively this time by dropping it.
Kate, they let him off the hook. Let him off the hook. And the stat sheet might forget that near interception, but the coaches won't. That's called a turnover-worthy play, and there are way too many of them.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And the incompletions continue in a sack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Here he is to throw. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Namdi Matabike. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Sanders to throw on second. That's completed right side. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the game at about 25 yards. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down.
That incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath, really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Don't mind that call a bit here on second down. Still got a couple opportunities left. You can afford to take that shot deep, and you need to land one of them. But now, well, now you're getting a third down, and now you got to find a way to get a first.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And good presence there by the defense, containing that to the short field. Only 2 yards picked up. He is well away from the marker. It's fourth down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down.
19 Tiger. Happy Lions. Hey, Smash Broncos.
To throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Texans